back. We're the MX Geek Show on YouTube, and now we're doing the preview for the finale, round 17 from Salt Lake City. And again, I'm joined by Rene, my friend from El Salvador, and we're going to talk about the track map that just came out yesterday. Also, touch from the whole season our most improved riders in the 250 class and the 450 class. We're going to touch on those topics. Let's start with you, Rene. Did you get a chance to see the track map yet?
Yes, thank you. I was taking a look at the track, and honestly, I think it's, if not the most interesting track of the Salt Lake City series, it's close to be one of those, because I think it's different this time. It doesn't feel like the same track again. In some cases they only changed a couple of turns where the start line was, and certain details. But in this final round, I think it feels different. I think it's not as easy as other rounds, and I think it's going to be very interesting for the season finale. So looking forward for
Yeah,
this final race and see what happens.
yeah, I saw it too, and I thought the same thing. They for sure made it more technical. I think in a way, pretty interesting obstacles, but we'll see how the layout looks tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know if did you see what time is the race?
Yeah, it's at 4
4
4
4
p.m.
Eastern.
Yes, 4. Yes,
So that means it's 2 p.m. for you when it starts. It's the same time when it starts at Salt Lake.
that's correct. We have the same time right now, so we'll see. We'll see if weather conditions come into play.
Yeah, let's
So
see.
I haven't checked the weather, to be honest, but
Yeah, actually,
maybe.
I was gonna take a look at that right now.
Hey, and you know what I like about the track, just to point it out, because I do really like it, that whoop section right before the final turn.
Yeah, I like that.
That's gonna be, if there's a battle for second or third or even the first place,
You gotta
that's
send
gonna
it
that's
to the
gonna be,
whoops. You gotta send it
yes,
to the whoops.
it's going to
Yeah,
be super exciting. That last turn, you never know what's gonna happen on the whoop. So
yeah.
interesting, very very good,
Well,
very nice finish.
according to the weather report here, around the start time for the race, it's gonna be 87 Fahrenheit, so really good. I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty hot actually. No chance of rain, which is good. It's gonna be clear. But yeah, that's for the track info. It looked pretty interesting. I wanted to mention our picks for the most improved riders in the 250 and 450, and I have a couple for the 250 East. To me, the most improved rider, I'm gonna say Garrett Marchbanks for sure. It's a shame that he got hurt, but he was riding really strong. And remember, he won Daytona, and I think he's setting up for a good outdoors season. In my opinion, he's going to be really strong in outdoors. I like his riding style. He's really tall too. In the East, it was for sure Garrett Marchbanks. In the West, I'm gonna have to say Jet Lawrence. He got hurt, but man, the kid can ride, and he's fearless. And I like that he gets aggressive, and he can go the distance too. It's shown. He just has to fix a little bit of the mistakes, but I like what I've seen from Jet Lawrence. And 450, believe it or not, I'm gonna say Mookie Stewart, the most improved. I've liked
You
what I've
think?
seen too. He's been pretty good, these rounds too. For me, he's been pretty impressive. I would have said AC, but he wasn't too consistent. He was hurt, for the majority of the time, and right now he's out. So, what about you?
For 250, it's hard, because I think there's a couple of guys that I like. I might not be choosing the most improved, but who has impressed me the most.
Hmm.
And definitely, I agree with Marchbanks, and it's a good surprise. And it's a good surprise just because I think that he will actually make the most improved next season, Supercross wise, of course. And I totally agree with you on that. Actually, on both picks for 250,
Yeah.
because to move quickly forward to the West, Jet, man, he's 16. So
Wow, that's crazy.
to ride in the level that he is riding, and I don't mean pro, I mean trying to make podium every time, and being actually, pretty consistent in the intentions of being in the podium, is what I think is called my attention the most.
Hmm.
The crash, the whole thing, and he's still there. And I think on Sunday he's gonna also be there, and that I think we can appreciate. So both guys are gonna give us the most next year, and they're both looking good to have a good outdoor season. So we'll see what happens with them. As for 450, honestly, most improved Eli Tomac, and I don't mean this because he is going to get the championship tomorrow. I mean this because he has improved mentally. I think in a lot of sports, if you are strong mentally, even if the technical skills are not way up there, you're going to beat the other guy. Especially on motorsports, there's a lot of stuff that
Yeah.
might happen to the car, to the boat, to the moto, whatever you're riding, plus what's in your head. So I think that's the most important thing. And proof of that is he's going to crown the next motor supercross champion tomorrow. So, I think Eli Tomac is the best and most improved rider.
Wow. That was an interesting take, but I
Eyes, I can see it in your face.
no. It's good actually. I mean, I'm a Tomac guy, but I agree in the sense that at the end of 2019, the later part of the whole rounds, for sure. This year, I mean, he's corrected a lot of mistakes, and you can see it. The guy. He's been consistent with the podiums. He's been consistent
Yep.
with being up there. I mean, his starts, he's still got to fix that because he's not that
Yeah.
consistent with starts.
Yes, I agree, and also I cannot leave without mentioning that he is, or he had to run, not because he chose to, but because it's what had happened with the pandemic outbreak and everything. The fact that he actually had to race 7 races in his own training conditions. This is the natural environment of Eli Tomac. So
For
that I can see somebody pointing that out, but still, he demonstrated that he is up for the challenge from the very beginning of the season. And you said it best. I think it started last year, and he showed it. He had it together. It was starting to come on. It just was not enough, or it was too late when he started doing it. So he's going to get it this time, and we'll see what happens. I know I don't want him to win the race, but I know he's going to get the championship. So we'll see what comes out tomorrow. And again, that whoop section on the last turn, that's going to be something very interesting for me, because we all think and we all know and we all have this perception that Ken Roxon will kill you in the whoops. Well, my friend, I saw different the last 2 or 3 races. Eli Tomac just killed everyone on the whoops. So we'll see what happens if Cooper doesn't do, or whoever is on the lead doesn't get a few, say 5 to 6 seconds lead, and Tomac is on that last lap on your back. He's gonna get you, man. So we'll see what happens. I'm really excited, and hopefully we'll get to talk after the race again, and upload a show after that, to kind of crown Eli Tomac.
Yeah, no, very, very good points. Now that we're wrapping this up, and like you said, it's gonna be really exciting tomorrow. Watching the 250 East and West shootout and the 450s. I mean, overall, it's been fun to watch, competitive from both classes. Yeah, we'll definitely do the wrap up of the whole season. We'll talk after the race, but thanks again for watching, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel, comment. We're want to get this thing rolling again,
Going, yeah.
and outdoors. It's been pretty fun
Yeah,
so far.
we will stay put for outdoors, and see what happens. Hopefully, we'll start getting more people involved, and
Yeah.
we'll be happy to talk to everybody. So thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye
See you
bye.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.